दिख रहा है ना? Now see here, Newton's laws of motion. Law of motion. So see here, today I am going to begin this chapter, Newton's laws of motion. Up to now we have studied kinematics. Kinematics means it is that branch of physics which deals with the moving body without considering the cause of their motion. Which means किस कारण से बॉडी में मोशन प्रोड्यूस हुआ है, that we do. We only examine the motion on the basis of its velocity, on the basis of acceleration, on the basis of distance covered in a certain time. We examine the motion on these basis, whether it is a uniform motion, or it is a uniformly accelerated motion, or it is a non-uniformly accelerated motion. We don't go over the cause of the motion. Now we are going to study dynamics. Dynamics means it is that branch of physics which deals with the moving body with due consideration of their cause. Simultaneously you can write also, with due consideration of their cause. It deals with the moving body with due consideration of the cause. Now see here, if I ask that what is the cause of motion, so now everyone knows that the motion is produced any type of motion, vt of any type of motion, not necessarily only translational motion. Even the rotational motion also. Without force you cannot produce. Force is required. Actually, what is the cause of motion? The cause of motion is force. Actually, अब ये फोर्स के बारे में सबसे पहले या एक ऑर्गेनाइज्ड वे में कैसे इसको पता चला, जब न्यूटन के ऊपर सेल गिरा। न्यूटन के ऊपर जब सेल नहीं गिरा था, उसके पहले फोर्स के बारे में लोगों को क्या कंसेप्ट था ये तो नहीं मालूम, बट उसके बाद क्या है, एक सिस्टमेटिक स्टडी हुई और देन कंसेप्ट ऑफ फोर्स हैज गॉट, एंड द फर्स्ट कंसेप्ट ऑफ फोर्स वाज गिवन बाय द एरिस्टोटल. दो एरिस्टोटल वाज नॉट एनी साइंटिस्ट, he was philosopher. Aristotle was a philosopher. And he had proposed that on the basis of day-to-day observations up to that time, friction was not known. क्योंकि फोर्स ही नहीं मालूम था, फ्रिक्शन थोड़ी दूर की बात थी ना. So on the basis of day-to-day observation, Aristotle had proposed that the for moving a body with a constant velocity, force will be required. Force will be required for moving the body with a constant velocity. Means अगर बॉडी एक कांस्टेंट वेलोसिटी से मूव करती रहे, उसके लिए हमको क्या चाहिए, फोर्स चाहिए. दैट यू कैन राइट. इसलिए फोर्स इज रिक्वायर्ड टू कीप द बॉडी मूविंग विद कांस्टेंट वेलोसिटी. Force will be required to keep the body moving with constant velocity. And if you see here, if you don't know about the friction, it's clear. So you can say that what Aristotle had said, that was absolutely correct. You can say that what Aristotle had said, that is absolutely correct if you don't have the knowledge of friction. As you know that if you roll the ball on the ground, what will happen? After some time it will come to rest. Means in order to keep moving body with this velocity, continuously a force will be required. Continuously a force should act on the body. Then only it will keep on moving with the same velocity. It is clear? But later there was one scientist, Galileo, had performed series of experiments on the inclined plane, and by each experiments he had proved that no force is required to keep the body moving with the constant velocity. No force will be required to keep the body moving with the constant velocity. Galileo had performed series of experiments with the smooth inclined plane and smooth ball. Smooth means in which there is no friction. In which there is no friction. So he found that if a body is released from here, this is a smooth inclined plane, body released from here, then in the other side it will go up to the same height. Up to the same height. Same height means this height h1 and this height h2 will be same, and it will keep on oscillating from here to there, from there to here, from here to there, from there to here. It will keep on oscillating in the same way, keep on moving in the same way. So force will be required only when there is some friction. Force will be required only when we have to accelerate, we have to de-accelerate. But if we have to keep the body moving with the constant velocity, no force will be required. Means Galileo ने क्या कहा, जो एरिस्टोटल ने कहा, एरिस्टोटल ने जो कहा वो ठीक नहीं है, वो गलत है. No force will be required to keep the body moving with the constant velocity. Force will be required only when we have to accelerate the body, only when we have to de-accelerate the body. इसलिए only when we have to initiate the motion, we have to initiate the motion, we have to stop the motion. In that case only force will be required. Otherwise no force will be required. Otherwise कोई भी requirement नहीं होगी. इसलिए so this concept was given by the Galileo. Afterwards Newton had given three laws regarding the motion, and these three laws forms the complete definition of the force. These three laws forms the complete definition of the force. ये तीन law क्या है, force की complete definition को क्या करते हैं, form करते हैं. Now see here, what are these laws? So first we will see Newton's first law. First law is the qualitative definition of force. What is second law? It is the quantitative definition of force. And what is third law? It tells about the nature of force. So Newton's first law, you have already studied in the lower classes. Newton's first law of motion. Actually it is what? It is the definition of force. It is the definition of force. इसमें now what is Newton's first law? Every body in this universe continues to be in its state of rest or of uniform motion unless an external force is applied on it. Every body, you can write down. I will not write on the board, you write down. Every body in this universe continues to be in its state of rest. Continues to be in its state of rest or of uniform motion unless an external force is applied on it. Unless an external force is applied on it. Now what does it mean? Means अगर कोई बॉडी रेस्ट पर है, it will remain at rest. If it is moving, it will keep on moving with the same velocity. कब तक? जब तक फोर्स न लगाया जाए. इसलिए when you will apply force, what will happen? If it is in rest, it will come into motion. If it is already in motion, its velocity will be changed. Velocity changing means its speed can change, its direction of motion can change, or both can change. It is clear? So this is the definition of the force. It is clear? Now see here, this law is also known as law of inertia. What is inertia? You see here. Inertia is inability of any body. What is? It is the inability. It is an inherent property of any body. Inherent property. इसमें जो किसी बॉडी में बाई बर्थ आ जाती है. It is the inability of any body to change its state by its own. And here state does not mean solid, liquid and gas. यहाँ पर state का मतलब क्या है? रेस्ट या मोशन है. ऐसे it is the inability of any body to change its state by its own. मतलब कोई भी बॉडी अपने आप स्टेट चेंज करने के लिए क्या है? इनएबल है. इनएबल है मतलब क्या है? अयोग्य है, अपने आप नहीं कर सकती है. ऐसे कोई भी बॉडी अपने आप स्टेट को चेंज नहीं कर सकती. कब करेगी?
जब उस पर कोई फोर्स लगे.
जब उस पर कोई फोर्स लगाए. ऐसे तभी उसकी स्टेट चेंज होगी. स्टेट चेंज होने का मीनिंग क्या है? इफ इट इज एट रेस्ट इट विल कम इनटू मोशन. If it is already in motion, what will happen? Its velocity will be changed. Velocity change होने का तीन मीनिंग है. Speed will change, direction will change, और तीनों चेंज हो जाएंगे. दोनों चेंज हो जाएंगे. Both will change. It is clear. So it is inability of any body to change its state by its own. It is clear. Now see here. There are what is its measure? Its measure is force. Its measure is mass of the body. Its measure is mass of the body. For example, you can see here. Here there is a body of, there is a box of 10 kg and there is a box of 100 kg. Both are placed on same kind of floor. Both are made up of same material. These boxes are of same material. In which case you will find more difficult to move the box?
Second case.
In first or in second. So obviously in the second case we will find more difficult to move the box. Means we can conclude that the second box is more unable to change its state. Second box is more unable to change its state. It can change its state very easily. इसलिए therefore its inertia is more. So what is the measure of the inertia? It is the mass of the body. More the mass of the body, more will be inertia. Less the mass of body, less will be inertia. No mass, the body exist ही नहीं करती. मास ही नहीं तो exist, क्योंकि मास क्या है? Amount of matter contained in any body. और बॉडी किससे बनी? मैटर से. जब मास नहीं तो मैटर नहीं, मैटर नहीं तो बॉडी का तो मतलब कुछ है ही नहीं. So it is the inherent property. जैसे ही किसी बॉडी में मास ऐड होगा, इसका इनर्शिया क्या हो जाएगा? बढ़ जाएगा बॉडी से. और मास ऐड हो और इनर्शिया बढ़ जाएगा. It is clear. Now there are three kinds of inertia that also you know. Inertia of second, third, inertia of direction. It is clear. Inertia of rest, inertia of motion, inertia of right types of inertia. लिखते रहा करो, इससे तुमको अपनी प्रैक्टिस होगी ना. ऐसे दूसरी चीजें मोशन, इनर्शिया, डायरेक्शन. ये तो डायरेक्शन वाला अपने आप फालतू में आ गया. ऐसे तो कहीं कहीं इसमें दिया हुआ तो बता दें. What is the inertia of rest? You can see here. It is the inability of any body to change its state of rest by its own. State of rest ऐड हो जाएगा वहाँ पर बस के. It is the inability of any body to change its state of rest by its own. It is this is called the inertia of rest. Then what is the inertia of motion? It is the inability of any body to change its state of motion by its own. To change its state of motion. To change its state of motion means what? Velocity में change. किसी बॉडी की मोशन किससे गवर्न होती? वेलोसिटी से. ऐसे वेलोसिटी में चेंज. ऐसे वेलोसिटी में चेंज होने का मीनिंग क्या है? स्पीड चेंज, डायरेक्शन चेंज या बोथ चेंज. इट इज क्लियर. नाउ सी हियर, कैन यू गिव एनी एग्जांपल ऑफ इनर्शिया ऑफ रेस्ट?
सर बॉल क्या?
सपोज ये क्या है? ये कोई बस का कंपार्टमेंट है और उसके पायलट सपोज राजेश सर आगे वाले बैठे हुए हैं ना.
जब चलेगा तब कल
ना. अब हम तो राजेश सर को देख नहीं रहे. अब हो सकता है वो अचानक बस को चला दें और हम खड़े हुए, क्या होगा?
सर टक्कर है।
हम धड़ाम से आगे गिरेंगे, धड़ाम से पीछे गिरेंगे, पीछे की, क्योंकि पीछे की ओर गिरेंगे। सी दिस इज द कंपार्टमेंट ऑफ बस एंड पायलट इज इन दैट। हमको पायलट दिखाई नहीं दे रहा। जैसे क्या है, तुमने देखा होगा, अगर कोई हवाई जहाज में चला हो तो मालूम होगा। अब अगर अचानक चला दिया गया, सो लोअर पार्ट ऑफ माई बॉडी इज इन कॉन्टैक्ट ऑफ द फ्लोर, therefore it will immediately come into the motion, while the upper part which was earlier at rest, it will try to remain at rest, it will try to remain at rest because of the property of inertia. Because of the property of inertia, it will try to remain at rest. Therefore, the motion in the upper part will begin little later than the motion in the lower part. मतलब अगर मोशन लोअर पार्ट में अभी शुरू हुआ है तो अपर पार्ट में क्या होगा? 10 मिलीसेकंड बाद शुरू होगा, 10 मिलीसेकंड बाद, 1 मिलीसेकंड मीन्स 10⁻³ सेकंड, आफ्टर 10 मिलीसेकंड बाद शुरू होगा। इन दैट टाइम व्हाट विल हैपन? दैट अपर पोर्शन विल बी लेफ्ट बिहाइंड, लोअर पोर्शन विल मूव फॉरवर्ड, और ये वही होगा कि कोई हमारे पैर खींच के आगे खींच ले, पैर पकड़ के आगे खींच ले, तो हम पीछे की ओर गिर जाएंगे। So this is the example of inertia of rest. अब क्या है? Suppose the brakes are applied suddenly and you are standing on the bus without any support, without holding anything. बिना किसी चीज को होल्ड किए हुए हम जैसे खड़े हुए हैं बस पर, and bus is suddenly stopped. Earlier it is moving with 36 km/h, but now it is 0. Its velocity is almost 0. मतलब 5-10 किलोमीटर पर लिया है। एकदम हार्ड ब्रेक लगाने, ऐसे एकदम हार्ड ब्रेक लगाने क्या हो जाएगा? वेलोसिटी ग्रेटली रिड्यूस हो जाएगा। नाउ व्हाट विल हैपन?
आगे की तरफ
योर लोअर पोर्शन विल बी इमीडिएटली रिटार्डेड, बट द अपर पोर्शन व्हिच वाज अर्लियर मूविंग विद 36 km/h विल टेक सम टाइम, देयरफोर इन दैट टाइम इट विल मूव फॉरवर्ड, मींस हम आगे की ओर क्या हो जाएगा? गिर जाएंगे। इसलिए so these are the inertia of rest, inertia of motion, inertia of direction. It is the inability of any body to change its direction by its own. कोई भी बॉडी अपनी डायरेक्शन को चेंज अपने आप नहीं कर लेगी। फॉर एग्जाम्पल, इफ यू आर ड्राइविंग द बाइसिकल, you can change the direction of motion of bicycle only by applying the force. क्या अपने आप चेंज हो जाती है। मोड़ पर हम क्या करते हैं? हैंडल पर क्या लगाते हैं?
फोर्स करते हैं।
तुम तो कहोगे कि हम तो हैंडल को रोटेट करते, पर रोटेट कैसे करते? फोर्स लगा के करते, तभी वो क्या होगी? उसकी डायरेक्शन चेंज होगी। मतलब बिना फोर्स के नहीं हो सकता। नाउ सी हियर, सो whether it is clear, there are many other examples you can see in the book. Now you have already studied about the types of forces. Forces को कई टाइप में डिवाइड किया गया है। So one is the way in which it is being exerted, for example, pushing force, pulling force, squeezing force, stretching force, force acting during collision, all these you have studied. अगर हम किसी बॉडी को पुश करें, that is pushing force, पुल करें, pulling force, stretching force, squeezing, then the force acting during collision, normal reactionary force. Suppose the body is kept over a book, is kept, or a box is kept over a table. This is a table and a box is kept over the table. What will happen? Here, box is pressing to the table top and downward because of its weight. Because of its weight. Box table top को press कर रही है downward because of the weight. In turn, what will happen? A force will be exerted by table on the box in upward direction. That is known as normal reactionary force. That is known as normal reactionary force. It is clear? And N will be equal to W. That we know according to the law of Newton's third law of action and reaction. सबने पढ़ा होगा. Every force is having equal and opposite reaction. Now see here. But ये क्या है, कोई जरूरी नहीं कि हर कभी ऐसा हो ही। अगर एक हाथी इसके ऊपर चढ़ जाए टेबल के ऊपर ना, समझ सकते हो क्या होगा? उसका वेट इतना अधिक है कि टेबल की औकात ही नहीं कि उतनी रिएक्शन को क्या कर सके, एग्जर्ट कर सके। वेट इतना अधिक है उस हाथी का कि टेबल की इतनी कैपेसिटी नहीं कि उतना रिएक्शन एग्जर्ट कर सके। ऐसा नहीं भाई, हम कितना फोर्स लगा सकते हैं ये हर एक आदमी की दम होती है, उतना खली बहुत ज़्यादा लगा सकता था, मालूम ही होगा। खली सुना होगा नाम, अभी है कि नहीं? अब 15 साल पहले वो जो फोर्स लगा सकता था वो अब उसकी कैपेसिटी थोड़ा रह गई है। ऐसे भी भाई जिस टाइप के एटम से खली बना है उसी टाइप के एटम से ये भी बना हुआ, बस हमारे अंदर जान इसलिए क्योंकि हमारे अंदर सेल्स हैं, इनमें क्या है, सेल्स नहीं है। ऐसा नहीं तो ये टूट जाएगी। सेल्स का फंक्शन क्या होता है? पर इतना मालूम होना चाहिए थोड़ा। ऐसे सो दिस इज द न्यूटन्स फर्स्ट लॉ। So in detail, these are the type of forces. Now there is one more type of classification of forces. Force acting at some distance. कोई बताओ एग्जाम्पल? Magnetic force. If you bring the magnet near the iron nail, what will happen? It will attract to the iron nail. Basically, gravitational force. Gravitational force means force exerted by Earth on every body. Is there any contact of this with the Earth? No. There is no contact of Earth with this body. But when you will leave it, what will happen? It will not go either उधर. It will हरदम नीचे ही जाएगा। तुम ये समझो कि ऊपर उठ के चला जाएगा, ऐसा नहीं है। अब कह सकते हो कि गुब्बारे में तो होता हीलियम से करे, पर वहाँ पर क्या है हमको ये भी मालूम है, आप किसी लेमैन को भले ना मालूम हो, पर तुमको तो ये भी मालूम है कि गुब्बारे पर एक फोर्स और लग रहा है, buoyant force, and since that force is more than the weight of the गुब्बारा, that's why it goes up. इसके सबको मालूम होगा, ये सब चीजें मालूम होती है। So force acting at some distance, magnetic force, electric force, gravitational force, and this force depends upon the distance between both the bodies. Means once you have hold the magnet near to the nail and then you hold the magnet away from the nail, in which case it will exert more stronger force on the nail. In the case then there is one more force which necessarily require contact in between two bodies for their action. For example, normal reaction force. For example, pushing force. हम उस डोर को पुश नहीं कर सकते बिना उस डोर के कांटेक्ट में, पास में जाने से कांटेक्ट। इसलिए we cannot pull to you without coming in contact of you. ऐसा sometimes mechanical collisions, हम जो अभी collisions पढ़ रहे हैं mechanical collisions. Mechanical collisions don't require any contact in between two bodies. ऐसे पर अगर अल्फा पार्टिकल की बम्बार्डिंग गोल्ड न्यूक्लियस पर करवाते हैं वो भी कोलिजन कहलाता, पर वहाँ कांटेक्ट नहीं होता, वो इलेक्ट्रिकल कोलिजन है, वो उस पर अभी नहीं। मैकेनिकल कोलिजन मतलब क्या है कि स्कूटर ट्रक से टकरा जाए, कैसा कांटेक्ट हो। सो सब लोगों से कहो अधिक से अधिक आए, है ना।